The NBC5 Sports Desk, sponsored by your New England Ford dealers.
The most wonderful time of the week is here, and the entire sports team is here to break it all down. Welcome in the NBC5 Sports Desk. I'm Noah Searson on another edition of Friday Night Fever. Our game of the week takes us out to South Burlington High School, where Jack Main was on the scene for one of the region's biggest rivalries.
Perhaps the biggest rivalry in the state of Vermont happening tonight at South Burlington High School as the Seawolves welcome in the CVU Redhawks, a team that many believe will be one of the final two standing when it's all said and done. Now, these two teams extremely familiar with each other, rivals in just about every single sport, and they showed out tonight on the South Burlington turf. We're going to start things off here in the first quarter. CVU is punting. Ollie Cheer gets a good leg into it. But then it's Alec LeClaire with the return. Gets the blocker out in front, makes the cut up field, and he is gone. All the way into the end zone. 6 points on the punt return touchdown for LeClaire. Seawolves in the driver's seat early, but CVU, they're one of the best in the state for a reason. And check out the misdirection on the handoff to Jack Sumner. Breaking tackles, 1, 2, 3, 4 men there, and Sumner's still got the legs to get into the end zone. CVU goes up 7-6, and that's what we have into halftime. As we get into the third quarter, we see why CVU, one of the best teams, they take absolute control. Max DeStito rolling out on third down, finding Sumner in the end zone. CVU goes up by a couple of touchdowns, and then Asher Vaughn puts the finishing touches on brute force into the end zone, and CVU puts a hurting on the Seawolves, coming out with a 42-20 win. Both of these programs were playoff bound a year ago, and they expect to be on a collision course for the playoffs once again in 2022. Reporting from South Burlington, Jack Main, NBC5 News.
Appreciate it, Jack. And as you just saw, CVU able to avoid the upset and stay undefeated in Vermont, but would their opponent for next week be able to do so as well? We take it to the fourth quarter. Hornets on top of the Hilltoppers, 10-7. Essex coach, though, he's going to keep it aggressive. Decides to go for it on fourth down in the red zone and tackle. Dawson Wilkins says, bats down Charlie Bowen's pass, and that sets St. J up for a drive to go up. Quinn Murphy taking himself, gets a good run. Keep track of the ball, young fella. Fumbles it. Good luck, though, for the Hilltoppers. They recover it, and later in the drive, John Kelly scores the go-ahead touchdown with 6 minutes and change left. All looking good for St. Johnsbury, but Essex comes back with a drive of their own and take down St. J 16-14 for their first win of the year. St. J now moves to 2-1. And we also had the Yellow Jackets Bowl tonight. Take it to the second quarter. Queen Nikki in attendance between Windsor and Milton. Number 24 on Windsor, you're going to want to pay attention to him. Logan Worrell juking multiple defenders and getting the tutty right there, 16-6 after the 2-point conversion. Ensuing drive, Worrell also doing it on the defensive end with a little interception. And is he going to take it all the way? Well, almost. He goes down just a couple yards shy, but he's going to finish it off himself for the touchdown. Windsor dominates 46-6 to remain undefeated on the year. And we've got a lot more where that came from, including an offensive explosion in Plattsburgh. Don't go anywhere.
Now, the NBC5 Sports Desk, sponsored by your New England Ford dealers.
Welcome back into another edition of Friday Night Fever. I'm Noah Searson, and it wouldn't be a Friday night without checking in on the main man in New York. Eric Kerr joins us now for what was a busy night in Clinton County. Eric?
Yeah, that's right, Noah. 3 games of action in the Champlain Valley Athletic Conference, and Week 2 showcased some of the top teams, including a rematch of a Section 7 postseason matchup from last year. Plattsburgh playing host to Peru, where the Hornets are looking for revenge after losing to the Nighthawks last year in the Class B title game. Dun, 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 dun. Is that Kylo Ren? I believe it is, showing up at the Plattsburgh Blackout Night here for the Hornets' first home game of the season, but fair warning, this one was a lot of Peru. Jack Hansen flexing in front of that camera again, hungry for some more scores after 2 last week. He knows NBC5's there. Plattsburgh's first offensive play of the game. Wait, where's the ball? Oh, there it is! It's in Peru's hands for a pick 6. Credit Riley Heber on that interception. Peru up 14-0 early, and they wouldn't stop there. Obviously, the team loving it. They're all giving him some support and hugs for that one. but it's Zach O'Connell rolling out, finding his man, Landon Dupree, makes the catch, shoves off a couple Hornets, and scores another 6 points. Nighthawks Nation, hey, they're feeling pretty good after this one. They dominate in a 54-6 victory over the Hornets. And Beekmantown hosting its first home game of the season as well against Mariah. We're going to skip straight into the second half. Mariah broke for some big scores in this one all night. Here's an over 55-yard run from Riley Damaris to put the Vikings up 30-0. Yeah, you heard that right, folks. Spoiling the home plans here for the Beekmantown Eagles. And then, hey, it's going to be the quarterback, Rowan Swan, saying, I'm going to do it myself. He could go all the way. Oh, my Chris Berman impersonation was okay right there. But either way, Swan loving it. Point up to the sky for some support right there. And then, hey, if you're the QB, it's only good if you could do it on defense too, right? There's the interception from Swan that time, picking off Nathan Parliament of the Beekmantown Eagles. And then, hey, if you're a quarterback, you got to throw it in the end zone too. Finds Logan Gilbo in the end zone for 6 more points. Mariah takes this one big, 45-6, and Swan's going to credit the Red Hawks' success in offense to the abilities on everyone on his team.
We have a lot of athletes. Our linemen, we have a bigger line than last year, and we got a lot of athletes. So that combination is like bread and butter. It works pretty good.
And we'll see if the Vikings' offensive production of over 90 points already this season will continue against Ticonderoga next Friday. And speaking of Ticonderoga, they're looking to bounce back this week after a tough loss to Saranac Central, but as you can see, unable to do so. The Ausable Valley Patriots able to defend home field against the Seminoles with a 28-0 victory. Ethan Depot and Carson Garcia did their job for the Pats tonight, scoring all 4 of the Ausable Valley touchdowns. So some solid games tonight on this side of the lake, but fans could still catch some more action at Saranac Central tomorrow as the Chiefs will host the Saranac Lake Red Storm. But that's all for me for tonight. Noah, I'll send it back to you over in South Burlington.
Great stuff as always, Eric. No shortage of football. And if you missed any of his highlights, be sure to check out our website. So it was a busy night of football, and some of the games we couldn't get to. Maybe the biggest surprise was down in Rutland, where Burr and Burton put the beat down on the boys in red. 48-14, the final score for Rutland's first loss of the year. The Bulldogs escaping as one of the lone surviving teams in Division I, and they've got a tough matchup against Hartford next week, so certainly a team to watch. And one of the other undefeateds we will actually be going to next week for our game of the week, St. Johnsbury versus CVU. St. J obviously losing tonight, but CVU still undefeated in Vermont, and it should be a fun one.